Hi guys, it's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. I have a surprise for you. We have Scale Mile. I thought it would just be a really cool time to also introduce myself because I feel like I haven't done that, and I wanted to get into why I chose my mersona, what I do for a living, and why I'm doing a YouTube channel all of a sudden. So basically I am a ocean mermaid. I specifically swim in the Pacific Ocean in Southern California year-round. I'm a freedive and mermaid instructor, and my mersona, specifically my mermaid name, is called the Surreal Sirena, and there's two reasons for that. So one, I was kind of looking for an adjective that I aligned with. A lot of people with mersonas try to have names that they align with, so people like Calliope or Kalila or other stuff like Aquilina. They're all beautiful and they all have different meanings to different people, or people just like how they sound and they just go with it. But for me, I wanted to go and respect my roots, and so being Filipino American, my family's from the Philippines. I was born in America. That makes me Filipino American or Asian American.
Jesus Christ made me this way and I have a soul. Do not be like that, okay? Because I have a soul. Filipino. So
I wanted to respect my culture but also have something that aligned with me. So the adjective surreal really fit me because I liked the dichotomy of having light and a dark kind of side in my mersona. I'm not always a siren, I'm not always a mermaid. I'm kind of a bit of both worlds. And where the sirena comes from, sirena means mermaid in Tagalog or the Filipino language. It also means mermaid in Spanish too, because I have Spanish colonialist roots. So that is to say that that's where the Surreal Sirena came from. She's very whimsical. She is a traveler and she is best friends with sea lions, which I do like to swim with in real life, which is really, really cool. And you can see some of those videos on my channel. So going into a little bit more of my background. So I am trained as a scientist. I used to work in pharmaceuticals, but right now I actually was recently laid off and took the time to become a professional mermaid. And while even I was being a scientist for a pharmaceutical company, I was learning how to freedive. I was learning how to mermaid, and this is right out of college. And I took the courses for the safety aspect of it, of course, and for the technicality too, just to get better, and because I really, really enjoyed it. And it snowballed where after taking these courses and getting as far as I could, my mentor had me consider being an instructor. And so I was like, wow, sure, like why not? I mean, I'd love to teach people, especially because someone who's coming fresh out of these courses, I probably could relate more to people that are also starting out who are new and have a little bit more grace or a little bit more patience with them. And so that's kind of how I've done it, and what my students have told me as well, that my style of teaching is very empathetic and very kind and gentle, but also very patient. So the biggest adjective I've gotten as an instructor is being patient, which I really appreciate, and I'm really grateful for all my clients and my students who've now become friends for me as well. So getting into the mermaiding and instructing side, that's what I do for a living right now. I also professionally perform as a mermaid at aquariums. I've been flying around the country, but also locally I've been doing a lot of mermaid party gigs for events like birthday parties, Renaissance fairs, festivals, and stuff like that. So it was really, really cool, and I'm hoping I can share that with more of you guys. I feel like a lot of my videos are more of the ambiance mermaid swimming through the ocean, but I feel like I haven't had the time to talk to you guys and kind of tell you more about myself rather than just giving you a facade and, not the real person behind the tail, if that makes sense. And I just wanted to give you guys that relatability aspect and give me a chance to share myself and my mersona and culture and all that good stuff with you guys. So that is to say, let's continue with this unboxing. So I don't want to get banned from YouTube, so I'm just gonna not show the knife too much. Hopefully.
And let me see what you have. No!
When I recently went to North Carolina with my friends Mermaid Kylie and Merman Tempest to visit the Finfolk Productions team, and this is my first time ever meeting them, and we were invited to stay over and their booth at the Ren Fair, and I was so nervous because I've been following Finfolk for almost 8 years now, but I never really bought a Mermaid Tail because I couldn't afford it in high school, and I didn't afford a tail until after college. So even then, I prioritized taking courses, my freediving and mermaid courses, and so I didn't have like as many tails as a lot of people did. And that isn't to say like you need to have a tail or even a monofin to be a mermaid. You could be a mermaid at heart, which is what I love about the mermaid community. And so it kind of blew my mind that I was hanging out with these wonderful, wonderful, artistic, and incredibly creative people. So kind and so nice, and I respect them so much for creating such, you know, enterprise for making tails of all kinds, like fabric and silicone. And so I recently did a promotion for them because they recently had a Black Friday sale and they were selling bundles, and there's specific tails that me and my friends and the team and some ambassadors were wearing, and they sent me the one that I was wearing, which is the Birth of Venus. So this is what is in this box, and we're gonna open it together. ASMR. Alright, so excuse me if you see any crafting paraphernalia out and about. It's because we're in my craft room and my cat meows really loudly and wants attention if he's in the room with us, so that's why we're sequestered in here. But, I'll definitely be reusing these materials. There she is! Oh. And I love that she has the vinyl in her too. It's just so much easier that I don't have to wrestle with it. And the circlet, that's right, I forgot, they also sent me a silicone circlet. So let's get the box out of the way. Let's look at the tail first. So I absolutely love this tail, but it was just one of the tails that I wasn't really sure about. I feel like it was the one that got away, so I'm really happy that they sent it to me. Because I did choose out of the tails that they offered to wear the Birth of Venus, which is this one. And oh my goodness, it has the long side fins, which I absolutely adore. I usually am like such a cheapskate. I usually just get no fins because it costs extra.
Bruh.
So to have fins is like really, really nice. It just adds like a little pizzazz.
Nice.
And I absolutely love how these ones stand out in the water as well. Like not just, you know, the beautiful side fins too that they have are out, but they're not as like big as this one. So it's really cool. Almost as like their dorsal, the size of their dorsal. So it's cool to have it on the side and have two of them. And it's so pretty. And another reason why I didn't buy this tail is because I was so afraid of getting it dirty because it's so pale and white. So I'm definitely gonna take care of this tail. But let's go ahead and look at the circlet. Alright. I don't want to rip too much of this wrapping paper because I can reuse it for something. So let me just go ahead and do that. We'll just rip the ends. There we go. They wrapped it so well. How cute! There's the circlet. Ooh. It's so pretty. And the nice thing about this is that there's so much detail on the circlet, but also the way that they made it is it's very versatile. So you can use it for your forehead, you can use it as like a belt, or even use it as like a necklace. So I appreciate versatile things because I'm a function kind of girly, so function over beauty kind of girly. So yeah, I'm excited to bring her, and you guys will definitely see more videos of her in the water. So yeah, that is the video, and I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions below. You'll definitely be seeing these two in the water sometime soon, and I'll be posting a video of a beautiful swim with the Birth of Venus. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you Finfolk Productions for sending me this tail. It's so beautiful. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below and leave me any comments if you want. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!